Hello, hello. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right. So, hey, Saggies, let's get into this, shall we? We're going to start out with kind of a floral inspiration. We've got hyacinth, playfulness. And Joseph Chilton Pierce has a quote here that says, "Play is the royal road to childhood happiness and adult brilliance." That's lovely. And hyacinth has such a beautiful scent to it also. It's a real joyful, smell good, feel good kind of vibe. This is a wonderful springtime flower also. So I feel like maybe somebody's going to have more playfulness coming back into their life. Uh, we do start out with, instead of like magic, we have trickery, which is not great. We do have some Virgo Gemini energy there. What is that? What is that trying to message us about? We have a 10 of Cups. Hang on. For this, maybe this has to be seen as we have a King of Wands. I was going to say there may be a connection that Sag has endured, that it wasn't their happiness after all. But maybe if they look at it as like, oh, it was fun, it was playful. Maybe that person was a good-natured scoundrel, or maybe there was something about them that I couldn't take them serious, but they were cute, they were endearing in their own way. But I have to look at it as they were play. They weren't the real deal. You notice how she's actually not at the fountain yet. She's approaching. I think if Capricorn can take a more lighthearted approach to an experience that they had possibly with a Virgo or a Gemini of the past, that did not turn out to be the right person for them. And instead, they looked at it as, I have some fun memories with them. Truth was, let's say, something they were challenged by, but they told whoppers of tales and they were very charismatic and entertaining. Oh no, I didn't believe 50% of what they said, but oh, they did make me laugh until I almost cried. However, that's not what my 10 of Cups is. My 10 of Cups is something more real, and that's up ahead. This would be a great match for Sag. Somebody who, I know he's in a red cape too, but he's not the same fella. He's not a magician who's charismatic and, you know, pizzazzy, but maybe you can't really trust what they say. But man, they talk a good line. That's not what our character is. This not what Sag was meant for? Sag wasn't really meant for this person. But if they could look at it as play, it was fun. That person was at blast, but they weren't my 10 of Cups. My 10 of Cups is still up ahead. I think that could keep Sag on a more playful and less, dark and stormy perspective. Because sometimes if we meet somebody who, we go, that person's a liar. I can't believe that they didn't manifest what they said they were going to with me. Oh my gosh, that was a terrible experience. Or we could say, oh my God, I have the funniest story to tell you. I met this person. Oh, we had a blast, but they were lying through their teeth. They said that they were a captain of a yacht. They said that they did this, they did that. And I knew that they weren't really telling the truth, honestly, but bizarrely, we did get to go to this fancy yachting club, and, it was a fun experience. But, oh yeah, no, I don't talk to them anymore. In fact, if anything, we do have this Five of Pentacles. I think if our character can, if Sag can look at this character a little closer, they might say they could have been a bit of a tragic figure. Sag might have been like, they wanted so badly for people to like them, be, dazzled by them, that's probably why they weren't real truthful. Yeah, I couldn't really take them serious, but I can see that they're hungry for something. They're hungry to live in a mansion, so they said that they already did, and they didn't. They told me a whopper of a lie because they were trying to manifest by, positive thought process, and, that thinking about what we want and trying to manifest it is one thing, and walking like, I am somebody and I do deserve something wonderful, that's fine. But if we are telling people I have $2 billion, and in fact we have $25, then it's just a lie, right? If we try to buy stuff that we don't have the money for and are going to default on, and we knew it, that's, again, it's a lie. It's not, well, I was trying to manifest by pretending I already had it. That there's like a break from reality where you're just a liar, pants on fire. And I have to say, I think Sag knows that this person that they dealt with maybe didn't have a bad heart, because this is not like a Seven of Swords where I intend to lie and cheat and get stuff from people, but rather I dazzle, I delight, and I'm completely a snake oil salesman. But I'm a good natured one and I do put a smile on people's faces, but I'm hungry for moving ahead in my life and I want people to like me and I wanted Sag to like me. So I wanted to lie to impress Sag and maybe I showed Sag a good time. I think Sag is able to just identify that that's who I dealt with in the past. It was play. It wasn't real life, just like they were not real. They were kind of a little hologram of who they actually were. That's okay. Sag can move on from that experience and not feel bitter and not be like, wow, is nobody trustworthy? Some things, we do get rattled by or shattered by, but I think that this says if Sag can take a lighthearted approach and think back on their past with that individual, they can let that go and chalk it up to it was kind of quirky and fun, but onward to the next. Onward to the next. I want to be having a genuine, tangible 10 of Cups. So universe, point me in that direction. And I think it's like, first off, a King of Wands in the upright is not going to be a magician in the reverse. They're not going to say stuff that they don't actually have something to back it up with. They're not going to lie. They're not going to promise things that they can't deliver on. This is good passion too. This is somebody direct. This is somebody powerful. How is Sag meeting this person? Because we see them going for a walk in the park. We see them maybe getting outside, maybe going to an event, maybe meeting somebody like in their own backyard, We've got a 5 of Wands in the reverse. I almost feel like this could be Sag is about to be set up on like a blind date. Sag should go, go meet somebody. If they come in vetted and it's like, oh, several of my friends have told me about this person, their coworker, their cousin, whatever. So sure, why don't I go meet them this Saturday afternoon? There's going to be a social gathering anyway, so maybe I'll get there a half hour early, and so will they, and we'll sit down and we'll chit chat, or we'll walk through the park before everybody else arrives. It just feels like there's not really any question mark about this. Sag knows that they're going to meet this person, so I feel like it's an arranged meeting of sorts. 6 of Wands. And again, then we see like a big group. The group was here trying to convince Sag. Then the group backs off and Sag says yes. And now we go back to they meet this person. And then it's kind of like, it feels really successful. It feels like, wow, wouldn't this be a great union? Sag is maybe about to start dating somebody that their close friends or colleagues really like. So this person already came in vetted. Whoever this king is, they seem to be coming in vetted in this storyline. I wonder, was Sag being resistant to meeting this person, or will they be resistant? 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. You know what? No, I think that this is what's coming, and it's going to be off the cuff, and I think Sag isn't even going to think about it. I think they'll just be like, yeah, sure, why not? Again, keep in mind, the first message here was be playful. If we have friends that are trying to introduce us to somebody, why not be like, sure, why not? I mean, you're awesome. At the very least, maybe your cousin won't like me, but I'm sure they'll be a decent human being. Maybe we'll share some laughs. Sure, I'll meet your cousin. Sure, I'll go for a walk in the park with them and then hang out with you guys later at that barbecue. Why not? At minimum, I'll expand my network of friends, or I will at least walk away with maybe another hilarious story in case your cousin tends to be a pathological, pizzazz, slightly untruthful character. You know what? It'll be a great story. I'm in the mood to play. Sure. Let me go meet your cousin. Sure. It feels like that. Like that Sag is just kind of rolling with stuff. In this storyline, it says the more we can play, the more we can just let loose our energy. I think the more attractive, because whoever this king is, they are nuts about Sag. I don't know if Sag is going to let their hair down, if Sag is going to be a little bit more, lighthearted and goofy and just, because they've already been through some kind of funkiness with that past person, it may put Sag into a lighthearted mood. Sure, let's chit chat. I almost think that there's no tension in this story. And so Sag's attitude, I think, is going to be really chill. Even here, we've got the little goblin head wrapped up in a little sphere of light where it can't create drama. I don't know if somebody's going to play volleyball, by the way. That just looks like volleyball. Maybe there's some, I don't know if the teams pick weird volleyball names. One group is called the Goblins against the Ogres or something. I have no idea. I'm just the wizards versus the witches, the warlocks versus the, I don't know. It could just be, or maybe Harry Potter themed something or other. But I'm just noticing this looks like a ball and they're on opposite sides, like they're going to serve the ball to each other. Maybe this is, sure, I'll meet you in the park and then we'll play volleyball together. Wow, this is a great matchup. We just had a perfectly matched pair. Sag and this king. Now, it doesn't matter. This could be same-sex relationship, reverse gender roles. But because of this lighthearted attitude, Sag is going to be attracting the same kind of vibe, this outgoing, still like holding themselves in high regard, high esteem, but just knowing that, humans are quirky. We're a quirky bunch. We all do things that are outside of each other's comfort zone. The first time I ever saw somebody eat chili mac, I was like, what? I didn't know that you would ever put noodles with chili. Like, that was so out there to me. And I thought they were messing with me. I'm like, but this is a joke, right? Like, no, it's delicious. Okay. Sometimes those types of different things, and it's not weird, right? There's nothing wrong with that. It was just I had no background with that particular duo of food items. And so when you got to get exposed to different people, and when you can just roll with their unique quirks and you're real confident at knowing, oh, I got my quirks too. But this is all fun and games, but hey, maybe we could stumble into love also. Sure, that sounds like a good time. That's Sag's attitude. Sag could, by the way, happen to be wearing something very similar to what they're wearing. They could dress in a similar fashion. And it could be, again, quirky or really stylish, or it could be goofy, especially if it's like, let's go to this outdoor event. Let's go hang out with our friends. Let's let our friends set us up. Let's go to a meeting in a park. But I'll be the person wearing, a floor length velveteen cloak. And he's like, that's awesome. I'll be wearing one as well. That's how you'll know me in the park. These two could start out joking, having some fun, simple, silly, like-mindedness. This just feels like the more Sag can play, can be lighthearted, the more likely they are, at least in this storyline, to like sparkle and shine and let somebody see that beautiful energy that they've got. And that might bring out the comfort zone and the silliness and the funness and the quirkiness in this person who could be a wonderful match. They could have dark hair and a 5 o'clock shadow or a nice facial hair of sorts. I just think that these two, right from the gate, have such something in common, maybe with their sense of humor. But it does feel like this is a set up relationship. It is, Sag is about to be introduced to somebody, and they may not think it's going to go anywhere. But the point is, Sag doesn't care. It'll be fun anyhow. And that attitude is what this message keeps bringing up again and again. Don't be poised for, okay, I'm going to meet someone, my friends are setting me up with this person. Now it's going to feel awkward. It's going to feel tense. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to wear. This is like, oh, whatevs. I don't need to worry about it. It'll be a ball. I'll be quirky. Doesn't matter if they think I'm a weirdo. There's a lot of weirdos out there. And you know what? They add spice to life. I dated a few weirdos. That's kind of Sag's whole attitude in this. This is such a refreshing story because there's no like angst and tension and, we've kind of even thrown out rules and regulations and just said, oh, just flow with however it goes. We have a 3 of Pentacles. This really feels like, I almost feel like Sag is finding their kindred group, their kindred souls. This is definitely not going to be the first or the last time, or I should say it won't be the last time that they spend time with this King of Wands. This is a relationship that could go the distance. This could be something that grows, like 3 months could pass really, really fast, and they're going to realize how quickly they've put roots into each other's lives. Also, it feels like maybe these two are going to, how they always say to test a relationship, at some point, get a dog together, you know, and maybe these two are going to like share a house plant or something, or, you know, try gardening together before they get serious enough to live together. They may do something, again, a little on the quirky side. But this is wonderful. If there is anything, and I don't even know why this is coming up, but if there is any kind of distance, if Sag and this person only get to see each other like once every 3 weeks, that is actually going to make the relationship deepen even farther as well. They're going to keep seeing different facets of each other. There could be gaps, like maybe somebody works, you know, quite a distance away, or they have to leave and come back. But this almost looks like they have to go and come back, go and come back, go and come back. And every time it's like, I plant a new seed by getting to know a new facet of your character. And it's like, I kind of think that these two have many, like a lot of depth. They have many different layers to themselves. And I think that this is going to be a delight in getting to know each layer. These two share an awful lot together. That's a really amazing energy on this. Sag, this is one of the best Sag readings we've had in a while. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you do enjoy my Sag storytelling, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye, guys. Thanks again.